We are going to now introduce you to, this is really cool.
Yeah, I'm down to final quantities on this. This has been so hard to do.
So let me set this up. This is our 1986 to 1992 SMint proof Silver Eagle dollar coins in this set. You get the certificate of authenticity on this one. Your price is $699.95. And there are about 100 of you that'll be able to grab this.
All I got is 100.
Yeah, that's it.
By the way, there is a seventh coin down here. Okay, so there's 7 coins in the set.
Look at the packaging and the presentation. It just really stands.
Remember I was talking about the Proof American Silver Eagle?
Yes.
Okay. This is the first 7 years of the Proof American Silver Eagle. This is the way the United States government used to do it. Okay. Look at this beautiful velvet packaging.
Well, they really went all out with the presentation.
They got the pewter seal on it. This is a 1986 original Proof American Silver Eagle in the United States government original packaging. Not only is this packaging original, but the box is original as well, as is the certificate of authenticity that is original as well from 1986. In all honesty, the box is harder to get than the coin. I mean, the box is cardboard. It's over 30 years old. It's harder to find this in good shape, but for me to do this, and why I'm doing this, is you get them in original government issue packaging. So, and people say, why 7 years? For the first 7 years of the American Silver Eagle, in proof, now remember they only did mint state and proof. So there's the mint state coin which had no mint mark on it. That was what they called the bullion coin. The only presentation coin made by the United States government in the American Silver Eagle series was the proof coin. And for the first 7 years, it was made at the San Francisco Mint. Basically, they've made it, in essence, at the West Point Mint ever since. There was a few Philadelphia mints after this. But for the last 20 years, they've made it at the West Point Mint. These are the last and first and last of the San Francisco Proof American Silver Eagles. You get all 6 years. At less than $100 per coin in the original government packaging, but I only have 100 sets. Now, here's one of the things. So people say, okay, this is spectacular. You've got that first year of issue. You got the 1986. I said, yes, I do. And I know that's a cool thing. I know that's collectible and desirable. But it's not the hardest coin in the set. Because when they first came out with this was a cool deal. This was 1986. This was the first year of issue. People bought a lot of the 1986s. Yeah. To some degree, the 1986 is one of the easier coins to get, although it is the most popular. 1987, interest dips down just a little bit. Second year of issue, they still sell a fair number of coins, although it's still fantastically much rarer than the regular issue American Silver Eagle. But by 1988, people are going, yeah, American Silver Eagles, right? So the mintage from 88, 89, 90, 91, 92 just goes boom off a cliff. So these are the real keys. And I feel the 1988 is an absolute key coin to this collection. I don't know that it's the most expensive. I think that falls to the 1992 in there. But I can tell you from experience that the 1988 is by far and away the single most difficult coin for me to get out of here. In original condition with the original government packaging. So each and every one of these coins, so here's what it looks like. This is the way the government did this. They come in these beautiful purple boxes. Isn't this spectacular? You pop that up. See this little tab right here? There's a great little tab. Just pop that, boom, coin comes out. And you can see 1 ounce pure silver. And these are individually handled. This is 1992. This coin's 25 years old, okay? This is a quarter century old. I know, I mean, every one of these coins is individually hand-selected, so it looks like it was just made.
Oh my gosh, I wish I looked. Look at this.
I wish I looked that good.
25 years ago when I graduated from college, it's 25 years ago. Yeah, it's crazy.
And so it's the first 7 years, less than $100 a coin. Look, if I put, I have oftentimes put the 1986 up here at $149. I can sell whatever I bring in.
Oh, wow.
This coin right here, I think we sell that at $149, $169 for the 1986. I think we do that all day long. It's by far the easiest coin to get in this collection. And I'm $99 a coin all the way through. I've never been able to do that in that availability in terms of these first 7 years at this kind of a price, at less than $100 a coin. It's unheard of for me to be able to do that. I mean, for a current year of issue, the United States government, I think, charges $60. For the issue price of 2018. We're going back another 25 years prior to that and charging just a fraction more than the original government issue price today for 7 sold-out limited edition coins. Coins that are from the San Francisco Mint that are no longer made at the San Francisco Mint and have not been made at the San Francisco Mint in over a quarter of a century. And every single one of them has been individually hand-selected and comes with their own individual government packaging, including the incredible, as you look at it, like I said, these with the original government certificates of authenticity as well.
Yeah, I love that. And this velvet box that's in this regal purple, like this royal.
Isn't that spectacular?
I mean, they really, really spent good money on even this kind of seal here.
Yeah, it's almost a pewter, kind of a pewter seal.
That's raised.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Now, here's the problem. I have about 30 seconds left. This is an extraordinarily I sold this one other time before in prime time. I have now got, with everybody on the phone, I've got about 12. Okay, I've got about 12 of these. As actually now I have more people on the phone than I have sets. However, they could be buying other things. They could be buying these Kennedys that I'm going to talk about here in a minute. They could be buying the SP70 coin that we did.